Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
It is Monday. All of our guests today, including Doug Lidster, standing by, sponsored by Basant Motors. This spring, take a break from payments with the new-to-you vehicle. Learn more at basantmotors.com. Canucks hosting Seattle tomorrow, one of their final 3 games of the regular season. Doug Lidster is going to join us now. Doug held the Canucks single-season points record by a defenseman with 63. He recorded 63 points in 86-87. I said he did hold the record. He still does. He's tied, though, now with Quinn Hughes with 63 points. 4-time winner of the Babe Pratt Trophy is top Canucks defenseman, 10 years with the Canucks. Doug Lidster joins us now. Doug, thanks for doing this, sir. Long time no talk to. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. My pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem. How do you feel about all the attention you're getting right now with what Quinn Hughes is up to?
That's the best way to phrase it right there. I'm getting more attention now than I ever did for, I don't know, I guess it's 30, 35 years or whatever. In the last week or so, it hasn't been reporters. It's been my brother texting me something. He was watching the game at Duffy's Pub up in Kamloops and saw some kind of a graphic on the TV and sent it there. And so, yeah, it's garnered a lot of attention for me, and I guess I'm thankful for that.
Kamloops, where you're from. What's your opinion, Doug, of Quinn Hughes as a hockey player?
Oh, he's a terrific player. He's a terrific player. I've only seen him play live once. When I first came back here to Michigan, I'd seen his younger brother play, Luke. And he's a terrific player too. And then I had an opportunity to go to watch him play at the University of Michigan, and he just stood out right away. He's one of those players with what Wally Kozak termed. He used the termination STP, and it just one of those guys who just stands out right away. You notice him in warm up, and you notice him every time he steps up on the ice, and he's just got that STP.
Yeah, something special. Doug, 86-87, with all due respect, was not a great season for the Canucks, under 500. You didn't make the playoffs. I know there was some offensive talent there, Skriko and Barry Peterson and Tanti. You were able to collect 63 points in a difficult season. How come?
I guess it was just opportunity. I was talking to Ben Kuzma the other day, and anyways, Rick Lance had been our defenseman that ran the power play, and he left to go to Toronto. They moved him on to Toronto, and the opportunity came up, and I guess I was next in line, and they just kind of shoveled me in there, and away we went. And other than that, I really don't remember too much about the season, at least from the game standpoint.
Doug, 36 years. Does that surprise you? Like that you've had this record this long? I mean, and you know what? You gathering that many points was awesome. I mean, Donnie and I remember in the 80s, but it's been there a long time.
It has been there a long time, and I am kind of surprised that someone else hasn't done it. I played with some of those guys. Paul Reinhardt, I thought he was a very good defenseman. He had back injuries, and I think that kind of slowed him down a little bit. But they've also had some good players. But as soon as you saw Quinn Hughes, you just knew it. And I really like the Canucks. I don't get a chance to see them play that much, but I really like the Canucks, and I like their power play. And I was surprised that Quinn didn't do it last year. Ian McIntyre called me and mentioned that he was getting close, and then I think he ran into some injury problems. So, 30 whatever years, 35, 36 years, it's a long time. It's good that it's happened.
Yeah, no, good for you. Canucks assistant coach with Willie D in Vancouver. Doug, you going to get back into coaching, or what's going on now with you?
I was back here. This is my second stint in Michigan. I have a daughter with 2 grandchildren here, and this is my second stint. So after I left Vancouver, they called and they asked if I'd come back, and it's a AAA program. and I running an arena and everything that has to do with that. And I did that for the 4 years, and I've just left there. I asked for a break and just needed a little bit of time, and so I'm kind of in limbo right now, just kind of deciding whether I'm going to be fully retired or not. And we'll take a year off here and see what's in the future.
Yeah, we know where you are by your hat. Beautiful Detroit Tigers hat.
Oh yeah,
Not nice.
You know,
yeah.
I only know one player on the Tigers. I used to, go to the odd game here and there. It's a beautiful stadium, and they had a competitive team. But I just put the hat on because I've been doing chores around the house and I'm having a bad hair day. So
Yeah.
that's what.
Yeah, I have one of those every day. Hey, Doug, what changed? Let's go back to the mid '80s. What changed when Pat Quinn took over?
I guess there was that leadership from the top, and kind of a little bit of a plan. I guess I don't know. Like, when I was there playing, and when you're a player, you just show up to work every day and you do what you can. And like you said,
Mm-hmm.
we had some good players, but we were in a division with Edmonton and Calgary when they were at their peak. Winnipeg was a very good hockey team, and in order to get out of our division, it was tough. And Pat brought that in there, and it's a little bit cyclical, and he had a plan, and they made some key moves, and probably one of the smart ones was getting rid of me, and they finally became a real good hockey team.
Doug, one more, if you don't mind, going back. How strange was it to spend all that time in Vancouver in some tough times, 10 years, and then you go to the Rangers, and less than a year after being sent there, you end up playing the Canucks in the Stanley Cup final and scoring a huge goal in Game 2 against Kirk McLean.
Yeah. One thing about that goal, like Gerald Diddick was talking to my wife on the phone after the night, and he texted her or called her. I wasn't part of the conversation. He said, tell Dougie if he ever does that and tries to go around, I'll break his effing leg next time. So it was a strange time. There's no doubt about it. I went to New York, and I went from being a guy who was in the lineup all the time in Vancouver to being a part-time guy. And, to Mike Keenan's credit, he said, this is the role that we have for you, and it's going to be hard. And then I was fortunate enough to get back into the lineup. And so my focus at that time was, just to stay in the lineup and try and be part of it, because watching the games on the other side, I guess when the Canucks beat Calgary in the first round, I had an inclination that, geez, I think they're going to get there to the finals. And I got to get in the lineup, because if we meet there, that would have been really tough, not even playing. So it was a combination of some strange feelings. And then I was fortunate that I was able to get back into the lineup and be a part of it. And it was good times.
Yeah, and you got yourself a ring.
10
years with the Canucks, Doug. You're one of the all-time great Canucks. It is great to see your name in the news these days. Really appreciate you joining us.
Yeah, thanks. And I best of luck to Quinn. I'll text him here when he breaks the record. But the Canucks have got some good, nice young players there, and he's one of them. And I think they're going to have a bright future ahead of them too. So. It's nice to see, especially for the fans of Vancouver and British Columbia.
All the best in Michigan, Doug. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys.